So my name is Pamm Zierfuss-Hubbard, and I have been a volunteer for KUAC, I don't know how long. Now, I moved up here in fall 2006, and I'm pretty sure that I was roped into being on air within a year. So I would say I've been with KUAC at least 10 years, 11 years. I more started on air just during the fall fundraiser, and that was good. But then somebody said, you can get involved in this community advisory committee. And I'm like, whoa, what's that? And then it was, oh, you can actually come on air and actually be, on air talent, or you can be a DJ. And I'm like, whoa, what's that? And so it was kind of like, once you start to come in, they kind of like ease you in a little bit more and tell you, these are all the other fun things that we do. And I only regret waiting way too long to get involved. If I had known in fall 2006 that everything I'm doing now, I could have started immediately and everybody would be so grateful. Oh, I would have done it long time ago. For being on the radio a few years ago, I was kind of trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do with my life. So it's that same conversation you have internally, like when you're 15 and when you're graduating from college, and then at some point in time in your 30s, you have this conversation. And one of the things I remember thinking is, I always wanted to be on the radio. And it was at that moment when I was able to call KUAC and say, is this something that you need? And then Lori was saying, oh, volunteer orientation is coming up in 2 weeks. You should come to that. So for me, it was something that I already knew I wanted to do. And it's amazing that you can just have that fulfilled that way. That's, I think, the thing that most boggles me about this award is that for me, I was just doing something that sounded fun, and I'm hanging out with great people, and I'm doing things that I wanted to do. And then all of a sudden, you guys are coming to me and saying, hey, now we're going to give you the Spirit of KUAC award. I was like, well, I was just doing things that I wanted to do. That's what's great about this place, is that the people are amazing. They're appreciative of what you're doing. You can go and do things that will benefit the society, benefit KUAC, especially right now when funding is getting short. It gets you involved with your community, and it's a way to give back on behalf of the radio station that you already love anyways. It doesn't feel like volunteering for me. It just feels like a good time that I just happen to want to come and hang out with KUAC that day. So I will say that the first thing out of my mouth was, no, that is not true, Gretchen. And she said, no. And I said, no. And so we had a good laugh. But then I was honored just to see the other people that have received that award and the work that they've done. And then humbled because I said to her, it doesn't feel like work to me, and it doesn't feel like volunteerism. It feels like I'm hanging out with a set of friends and you need some help. Fine, I'll do that. I'm Pamm Hubbard, and I'm honored to be this year's recipient of the Spirit of KUAC Award. That one you're just gonna have to use because we're gonna screw up the rest of them.